The crystalline dojo of Sector 7 hummed with bioluminescent energy as students from across the galaxy assembled for the annual Galactic Martial Arts Federation examination. Jack Thompson stood at the back of the formation, his human frame dwarfed by the towering Craxians, armored Vorthelians, and serpentine Sethians that populated the academy. Jessica Chen, the only other human at the prestigious institution, shot him an encouraging smile from across the training floor. She'd already earned her green belt last rotation, a feat that had taken her 2 standard years. Most species took 3 to 5 years to achieve even that rank. The black belt examination was legendary, often requiring a decade or more of dedicated training. Pathetic, hissed Zex Thor, a Sethian warrior whose forearms rippled with bio-enhanced muscle. His forked tongue tasted the air with disdain. The mammal thinks it can compete in the trials. Laughter rippled through the alien students. Jack had heard it all before during his 18 months at the academy. Humans were soft. Humans were slow. Humans had no natural weapons, no armor plating, no venom sacs or redundant organs. They broke easily, tired quickly, and lacked the predatory instincts that made proper warriors. Master Korvax, a wizened Craxian whose exoskeleton bore the scars of 1,000 battles, raised one of his 6 arms for silence. The trials began. White belts advance. Jack watched as the junior students performed their kata, precise mechanical movements that demonstrated basic understanding of combat principles. Each species moved according to their physiology. Craxians used their multiple limbs in synchronized strikes. Vorthelians relied on their heavy carapaces for defensive maneuvers, and Sethians flowed like liquid death hours past. Green belts demonstrated advanced techniques. Blue belts engaged in controlled sparring. Brown belts faced simulated combat scenarios against AI opponents. Finally, Master Korvax announced, "Black belt candidates, step forward." 3 students advanced: Zex Thor, a Vorthelian named Cross, and Jack. The alien students erupted in disbelief. "This is madness." Cross's voice rumbled like grinding stone. "The human has barely achieved brown belt. He has no business attempting the black belt trial." "The Federation rules are clear," Master Korvax replied calmly. "Any student who believes they are ready may attempt any rank examination. The trial itself will reveal the truth." Jessica's hands clenched at her sides. She knew what Jack faced. The black belt trial was simple in concept, brutal in execution. Defeat Master Korvax in single combat. Not win, that was impossible for any student, but demonstrate such skill, strategy, and warrior spirit that the master acknowledged you as a peer. Most candidates lasted 3 to 5 minutes before being overwhelmed. The record was held by a legendary Craxian who'd endured for 12 minutes before conceding defeat. Zex Thor went first. His forearms became a blur of strikes, incorporating venomous claws and a prehensile tail that could shatter steel. Master Korvax met each attack with minimal movement, reading patterns in the Sethian's assault, countering with precise strikes that exposed weaknesses. At the 4-minute mark, Zex Thor lay unconscious, foam dripping from his fanged mouth. Cross lasted 6 minutes, his armored body absorbing tremendous punishment before a perfectly placed strike to his ventral joint collapsed him like a demolished building. "Human." Master Korvax beckoned. "Your arrogance has earned you a lesson in humility." Jack walked to the center of the training floor. Around him, alien students whispered and sneered. Even Jessica looked worried. What none of them understood, what Jack had learned during his first month in the academy, was that humans had lost something in their evolution. The galaxy's warriors fought with instinct, with genetic memory, with biological weapons honed over millions of years. Humans fought with something else entirely. Master Korvax lunged forward with blinding speed, 6 arms striking from multiple angles. In that instant, Jack's mind accelerated. He didn't see a Craxian warrior. He saw vectors, angles, momentum, and physics. His brain, that oversized, energy-hungry organ that made humans so dangerous, processed the attack at a level no other species could match. Jack moved, not instinctively, not reflexively, but with calculated precision that came from humanity's unique gift, the ability to override instinct with conscious thought, to analyze and adapt in real time, to weaponize intelligence itself. He slipped inside Master Korvax's guard, an impossibility for most species whose instincts screamed to retreat from a superior predator. Jack's strike targeted the Craxian's central nerve cluster, but it was a feint. As the Master's 4 left arms moved to block, Jack redirected mid-strike, his other hand already accelerating toward the computational center of the Craxian's brain. Master Korvax's eyes widened. Jack stopped his strike 1 millimeter from contact. The chronometer read 13 seconds. Absolute silence filled the dojo. Impossible, Zexthor breathed, regaining consciousness just in time to witness it. Master Korvax slowly lowered his arms. In 70 standard years of teaching, no student had ever penetrated his defenses so completely, so quickly. How? Jack stepped back and bowed respectfully. My species doesn't have claws or armor or venom, so we learned to think faster than anything else in the universe. Every human child learns dozens of martial arts forms, not from genetic memory, but because we can study, adapt, and perfect any combat system we encounter. We're endurance predators, Master. We don't give up. We don't stop learning, and we turn every disadvantage into a weapon. Master Korvax's mandibles clicked, and what Jack had learned was Craxian amusement. The black belt is not given for a single technique, human. It represents mastery. Yes, Master, but you asked me to demonstrate warrior spirit. Jack's voice carried across the silent dojo. Humanity's warrior spirit is this: we refuse to accept limits. Show us an impossible challenge and we'll find a way. Mock us, underestimate us, tell us we're too weak, and we'll prove you wrong. The Craxian master reached into his ceremonial robes and withdrew a black belt woven from quantum-threaded material. Jack Thompson, you demonstrate understanding beyond your years. The belt is yours. As Jack tied the belt around his waist, Jessica's voice broke the stunned silence with a whoop of celebration. She ran across the floor and threw her arms around him. Humanity, fa. Yeah, she whispered. Across the galaxy, word would spread. Underestimate humans at your peril. They were the species that turned weakness into strength, that learned faster than evolution, that faced impossible odds with a smile and a plan. And they were just getting started.